London Heathrow hosts to 78 million passengers, nearly 500,000 flights, and one very unusual animal reception centre. Animals passing through Heathrow come here to be checked in.
Hi! Oh, you're so pretty!
Also known as the Ark, it's equipped to welcome almost any species through its doors.
I like the cheeky one, holding his hand out for more food.
From reptiles and livestock to pets and predators, it's up to the Ark to make sure everyone is cleared to enter the country.
That really is the tiniest one I've ever seen.
More than 200,000 animals passed through last year alone. And its dedicated team of over 40 staff are on hand every hour of every day.
We'll just get a vet out just to be safe.
And are always prepared to expect the unexpected.
Ah! Then she lost her hand.
Today on Animal Airport,
As soon as they feel you relax, they're going to try and get out of your hand.
the apprentices get a lesson in croc handling.
All right, who's up first?
A celebrity street dog from Thailand checks in.
He's reaching on about 8,000 followers now. His story's gone viral.
And a shipment of spiders comes with a health warning.
This animal bites, do not open. Oh, it's always a confidence booster when you see that straight away on a box.
The centre sees animals of all shapes and sizes check in. One of the most popular are dogs, with just over 11,000 passing through last year alone. Most are travelling to their families, but many have been rescued in other countries and on their way to new lives with new owners here in the UK. And today, Admin Officer Grace is expecting the latest orphan, a 7-month-old Lhasa Apso pup.
So this afternoon we've got a little dog coming in called Bruno. He's flying in from Thailand.
Holidaymakers Kyle and Imogen found puppy Bruno alone in a Thai market.
He was only about 2 months old. He was in really bad condition, you know, very malnourished, no water, covered in hundreds of ticks. I just seen this little puppy and he just like looked at me with the most saddest eyes, like, please help me. I said, I am going to do everything in my power to save you, no matter how long it takes. We are going to get you home.
Imogen took to social media to ask the public how to get Bruno back to the UK. And by a twist of fate, Grace saw her cry for help.
When we first got Bruno, I put it on Instagram. We rescued this pup and we're going to get him home. We don't know how. Grace contacted me and she has been my point of call for everything. She's told me everything I need to do. She's been there every step of the way, and honestly, without her, we couldn't have done it.
He's got quite a big following actually, and he's got a whole page to himself. From when he was tiny little to literally when he's been loaded on the plane, so that was him leaving Phuket Airport yesterday. I followed like the whole journey, so it would be nice to actually see them reunited.
But as with every dog who arrives here, there'll be no reunion until customs is cleared. And with Bruno still on his plane, there's a long wait ahead.
Hopefully everything will run smoothly and then it won't be long till he's back with us, and then we can head back to Liverpool and start our new life together.
Of the 50-odd staff at the Ark, 10 are apprentices. While they're here, they'll learn all aspects of the job and get hands-on with as many animals as possible. And today, Animal Health Officer Stu has a treat in store.
I'm going to show some of our younger members of staff the correct way of handling a crocodile of this size and how to actually do it correctly with no injuries.
Among the group is Bradley.
I'm training to hopefully one day become an actual animal attendant here. You get animals that I might never even see again, and getting to know that I've handled that animal and learnt how to is just a great feeling. In this building, if you don't learn, you just sort of get left behind, I think.
The croc Bradley and the team will be facing is a Morlet's crocodile, native to freshwater habitats in Central America. But this guy is living here for a while, helping the staff learn how to correctly handle reptiles like him who may pass through the centre.
Pretty confident. Still scares me here and there, obviously. You don't want to get bitten by them. So I've had about 4.5, 5 years experience with handling the different crocodiles that have come in, and the same with like the snakes and stuff. So I'd say the reptiles are probably more my key area, but I'm more than willing to jump in with anything. So. Obviously it's a quite tight situation, so you don't really want to be too close where he can spin around and get you. So what I'm trying to do is basically get him away from the walls.
Morlet's crocs have strong muscles and are fast runners, so the potential for them to react explosively is very real.
I'm just going to throw the towel over his head so his eyes are covered and he feels a little less stressed. And then from there I'm just going to sit on his back. Alright, so from this point, what we want to do, swap hands over so that you still have pressure on the neck, and then slowly lifting the towel off. You want to use your strongest hand. You're going to run it down the sides of his jaw, trying to keep his mouth shut. So I'm just going to put my finger on top of his head.
The crocodile is a champion chomper, with the strongest bite in the animal kingdom. And although this is a juvenile, getting that jaw shut is key if Stu wants to keep his fingers.
Getting your hand over his eyes is actually a plus because it just stops him from seeing, calms him down a little bit more. Tilt his head back a little bit, but not too much, just so it doesn't actually stress him out more. And then when I'm comfortable, I'll be able to lift him up. So the key is you don't want to relax with these guys. As soon as they feel you relax, they're going to try and get out of your hands.
Before the apprentices get to have their turn, they'll need to learn to release him as well.
You're literally going to do everything you've done backwards. I'll face him here.
And the vital part is making sure there's a clear escape route when the time comes to let go.
And you're going to quickly remove your hand. And then what you're going to do is you're going to check behind you, and then you're going to push off the top of his head, check behind you, and then move back. And I need to get to you every time. I still feel a bit shaky every time I do it.
With the lesson done, it's over to the apprentices.
All right, who's up first?
While the apprentices are at the very start of their careers, the duty managers at the Ark have decades of experience between them, which comes in useful when dealing with complicated animal shipments. Duty manager Ross is expecting more than 300 creepy crawlies that are transiting from Hungary on their way to Canada. And before they're examined, there are important checks to be done.
Before I carry out the inspection, I'm just having a quick glance through the invoice, and I'm just tallying it up with the dangerous wild animal listed species in the United Kingdom. Just, I can just see if there's anything in there that I should be showing that extra bit of caution when I go into the box with.
The shipment invoice lists the animals due to arrive, but not any dangers they may pose.
One of the roles of the deputy manager, I guess, could be dealing with the more high-risk species that we get. It could be large cats, it could be some of the more venomous species, some of the more dangerous species that we get. It's not uncommon with spiders; they come loose in transit. Just the way they're. Sometimes they're usually packed in like plastic pots, so it's not unusual for the lids to pop off. So you can have a kind of randoms walking around inside the box. So yeah, we just need to be a bit aware, really. The grey starburst baboon spider. Yeah, look at him. I think we'll give him a wide berth.
Even though the shipment isn't stopping here, the packaging and the welfare of the spiders must be checked before it's allowed to go on to its final destination.
This animal bites do not open. Oh, it's always a confidence booster when you see that straight away on a box.
But there's only one way to get this inspection done, and that means ignoring the advice. The UK is a nation of pet lovers, So it's no surprise that the centre regularly sees rescue animals check in en route to new homes in the UK.
I can't believe she's here.
And in the loading bay, rescue dog Bruno has finally arrived off his flight from Thailand.
Thank you. That's 2. Yes, Bruno is here. Hi, Bruno. Hello. You've been a good boy. Yeah. Hello. Bless him. He looks good. He's full of energy, so that's always a good sign. Lovely. Thank you. Perfect. He's a little bit smelly. I've got a feeling he's probably like had a wee or something in there, but we'll get him out quickly.
Grace used to be an animal health officer, so she's fully qualified to oversee Bruno's check-in.
We'll just release him out of his crate. He'll get fed and watered, because I doubt he's been out of there since Phuket, probably. And then we'll check his paperwork, and then hopefully soon he'll go back to his mum, so.
And it couldn't come soon enough for Imogen and Kyle. From finding Bruno temporary accommodation when they had to leave him in Thailand, to getting all the relevant vaccinations and paperwork completed, it's been an emotional journey.
When we obviously got Bruno, we knew there was going to be a process, but we didn't understand how hard and long the process was going to be. So we spent just over 5 months away from him, it was really tough, it was really hard, but we knew we had a goal, we had a finish line.
Also, I just want to say how proud I am of Imogen. She's done all the hard work. I've just been sat by her while she's done all the hard work.
And in the dog wing, Grace is getting a taste of Bruno's charm.
You're gonna come out. Hello.
The thing that I think is so special about him, from the circumstances he came from just being dumped on the street, that he is so loving to people. He wants to just make everyone happy, even though people didn't want to love him at the beginning. He still wants to give so much love back, and that's what makes him such a special little pup.
Stay there. He seems pretty happy. Happy little puppy.
So it's just Bruno's paperwork that needs to be checked before he can go home.
Oh, perfect. So we've got his originals on the box. It's great that his originals are on here because we don't have to wait for them to come over from the airline, so he can be customs cleared ASAP.
He is just one big fluff ball of craziness. It's weird because it felt like the longest process ever, but now we're here. I'm like, I can't believe we're here.
That's one very excited owner and one very excited pup. Learning on the job never stops at the Ark, and today it's the turn of the apprentices to get hands-on with a crocodile for the very first time.
All right, who's up first? Bradders?
And Bradley steps up.
Sit, find his neck. Slowly lift up the towel. That's it. That's it.
A good start, but the crocodile's strong jaws are proving tricky to get shut.
Don't put your hand that far down, a bit further back, bro. That's it. And then you want to just watch his teeth on the left side. So he's got some teeth that are protruding. So when you feel comfortable, you're going to put your hand underneath where his tail is, and you're going to just start to lift him up. If he starts to wriggle, take your hand back out and put it straight back on his neck, okay? That's it, and hold very tightly, because he will try and struggle out your hands.
Now for the release. But just one wrong move, and the croc will take its chance to escape.
Both hands on his neck if he starts to move. So now you're going to put your hand flat on the surface of his head, just behind his eyes, that's it. And you're going to push down to close his mouth. You're going to check behind you, and then you're going to move off of him whilst on your feet. Get on your feet, that's it. And then move off and move back. There you go. Well done, brothers. Done very well, actually. Very well.
Next up is Hayley.
Feeling nervous. He's not very happy today.
Get on his neck first, straight on there, straight on there. That's it. That's it. So that's it. That's all right. Yep, so once you've got a good grip, yeah? You feel comfortable?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so you're going to do your right hand's going to go down his jaw like this. That's it, really tight, really, really tight. And you're going to get your fingers right into where his jawline is, okay?
Is he still gonna wiggle?
He might wiggle.
Move my leg, yeah?
Yep, under there, that's it. That's it, and then straight under your arm. That's it. And then use your elbow to push his tail into your body.
He's really heavy.
Initial nerves gone. It's a smooth release from Hayley.
There you go.
That was scary.
And the end of Croc training.
I think I've done okay. I mean, it's really nervous because you can't help but think if I do something wrong, I'm going to lose a finger.
That was a bit scary, not gonna lie. Literally shaking right now.
Deputy Manager Ross has been given the task of checking a shipment of 300-odd spiders that's en route to Canada. Although the box isn't stopping here, he still needs to check the welfare of the creepy crawlies before he can let them go on their way.
Yeah, spiders, and they're not necessarily my most favourite animal in the world, but someone's got to check them, and today that's me. When you begin opening it, you'll have your gloves, etc. But even when you're opening the box, you do it with caution. And they could get loose in transit, for example. You know, bags can break, come loose, etc. So there could be, you know, loose animals in the boxes.
So far, so good. No runaway spiders yet.
It's known as a baboon spider. So that's an old world African spider. I mean, look, you can just look. See the fangs in there? But it's those fangs, you see, like although they're sort of adequate, they're fairly rigid, these boxes. There's nothing stopping the fangs of that chewing out of this box if it really wanted to. And I've had loads of times when you come in and you find they've just chewed through the plastic and they're out. So yeah, we've got like some relatively large there, look. It says 4 to 5 centimetres on there. So we've got some much, you know, there's the varying sizes that we've got. Look, some tiny ones in there.
There are literally hundreds of spiders in this box.
Whoa!
Some that could give a nasty nip.
Check him out. See them fangs in there.
Time to delve a bit deeper.
So this is where you start getting a bit dubious. Okay, so it looks like... That's a sign of really good packaging. So he's got his heat pack, but obviously he doesn't want the animals to get too close to the heat pack, so he puts the heat pack inside a box.
Spiders can suffer from the cold when travelling, so heat packs are essential to keep their bodies at a safe temperature.
Again, so this is a sign, you know, this is a good reputable shipper. There's no animals. You've got the protection between the animals and the heat pack. So yeah, this is a really well packed consignment, this one.
And along with adequate breathing holes for the spiders, Ross is happy with their travel accommodation.
Packaging seems fine. General welfare of all the spiders in there seems fine.
And no escapees. But the spiders are still attracting attention.
Check out them fangs, man. Careful, Chris, they might want to nest in your beard. Yeah, cut the crickets roaming about. So what we need to do is we'll screen this shipment again before it goes on another aircraft, just to make sure that there's nothing in there that shouldn't be, really. So I don't see any issues with this one on forward into Canada. And do not feed them water. Yeah, no, I don't think we will.
Of the tens of thousands of animals who pass through the Ark each year, many are pets. And for those whose destination is the UK, the centre is where the owners will pick them up.
It just doesn't feel real, does it? It's probably the best day of my life.
Imogen and Kyle have been waiting for 12 hours to see their rescue puppy Bruno after his flight from Thailand.
I landed in about 6:20 this morning. Bruno was 12 hours behind me, and He has just arrived. We've just seen a BA cargo truck show up. I ran out and was like, Bruno, Mummy's here. Everyone must think I'm a nutter. But yeah, so we're waiting now for them just to go through all the paperwork, you know, get them through clearance. The room's ready. I've got a little sign made saying, welcome home, Bruno. He was like, you can't read, Imogen. And I was like, I don't care.
After Imogen used social media to find a way to get Bruno home, she's been documenting his journey online. And his story has touched people's hearts across the country.
He's just reaching on about 8,000 followers now. His story's gone viral. It's all over Twitter, all over Instagram, all over Facebook. And God, basically someone tweeted before saying, hurry up and get home, Bruno, your fans want to meet you. He's famous and he doesn't even realise it.
Well, Bruno's fans don't have much longer to wait, as he's cleared customs.
Oh, hello. Come on then.
He's crazy.
Welcome to your new home, baby boy. Welcome to England. It's very cold.
As well as finally getting reunited with Bruno, Imogen can also at last meet Grace, who since day one has been helping this family get back together.
Mad from that first picture where I was like, I need to get this dog home.
Yeah.
And you were like, Imogen, I work at Heathrow, I can help you.
And there's just time for a few pics for Bruno's fans.
There he goes. First time on home soil. Come on.
Oh, this is definitely the best part of the job, yeah. Seeing, you know, they've worked so hard to get him over here and it's all come to plan and yeah, they're happy.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you. Bye-bye.
That's one more happy family reunited. The spiders made their way safely to Canada. Bruno is living the life of a social media star in his new home in Liverpool. And the Ark's resident Croc lies ready and waiting for its next apprentice.